Oh yes, no get one was nana. Biafra from now. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Obamomo. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking, I'm sinking, Udogu, Ekpa. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Yeruwe yo, Witruwe Salon. Njoku with the same. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Njoku with the same. No. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. PM Simon Njoku. You have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo and Isuku, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister, say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Oh, Amorutamo Agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. That is the truth. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. Njoku with the same. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Njoku with the same. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Njoku with the same. Paradigm say you are so good. Anna Agbada Guru. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Njoku with the same. Njoku with throwaway salute. Even lucky star, it is said, you do well, it is said, Brgie said, you do well, we salute you, we throw away salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amorotomo Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy. For your good work cannot be quantified. Oh, Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Ewo, Kisuko
Those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is the message for you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Moroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra. When the Siputa. Makamwero Mekanyinaga Biko Kulien Ogeruo Biko Kulien Iye Jamalike Ogeruo Owele Ndiaboroku Makamwero Wanyi Owele Ndiaburuchekwa Makamwero Wewomu Biafra Biko Kulien Ogeruo, Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike Ogeruo. The spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulien Ogeruo. Umwere ne Biafra Gideon Mube, Biko Kulien Ogeruo. Ohamadike nona donjon, Umuke kweki here meyae. Bodike, Mbosi hike rura jogadike. Biko Kulien Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike Ogeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in SI, Master Simon Ekpa, it wants to smooth the Gabaniru Naibuna. They got it on top of my Ebudo. Oh, Guinea. Master Simon Ekpa, Emesu Wokokwere, Onyendu. Iye Jamalike Ogeruo. Imapa Simon Ekpa Wujie. Iye Jamalike Ogeruo. Simon Ekpa Watakatabo. Ojuda Kwenyi. Mkwikwe Onyendu Kine Betata. I will follow you. I will follow you. I will follow you. Never do that. I will follow you. Prime Minister Onyendu. Aniga Wanuga. I will follow you. I will follow you. I will follow you. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom for Biafra? And I'm going to be number one to follow you. If you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. Okwe Bucharangwe, Master Simon Ekpa, or Guinea. Master Simon Ekpa, Biko, GC, Kaka, Njoku, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda, Uwe, Ukipolonyendu, Kine, Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, I will follow you. I will follow you. I will follow you. Never look back. I will follow you. Prime Minister Onyendu. Aniga Wanuga. I will follow you. Anina. I will follow you. I will follow you. Simon Ekpa Onyendu. Ohamadike Biafra. Dahi Moroka Biarole. Iye Jamalike Ogeruo. Biafra Republic Government Awujie. Iye Jamalike Ogeruo. Commander General Lekwechiri. General Buduso. Sona Atakata War.
yewu usotu ya di anya soye nike na di ike tukwasi Chukwu obi kizuzu ojola
maka Biafra wero putara anyị onye ndu Simon Ekpa
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us? our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All these we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
founder of the Boko Haram, who is the current vice president of Nigeria, meeting with my president, which I know very well personally, Alexander Stubb. One thing everybody should know is that we are a country of rule of law. The president of Finland is not there at the United Nations to discuss Simon Ekpa, so he will not give that attention to them. That's number one. And because Nigeria is a very stupid country, ruled by foolish people, ruled by criminals, they don't know what is called rule of law. They don't understand where their boundary ends as leaders, as they address themselves. So they may go there and with the motive of telling President Stubb that, oh, what are you going to do to that Simon Ekpa? You know? So, of course, Stubb will never ever respond and answer them. That is, just take it from me. So what they did was to come and say they are soliciting for Finland support. Is it Finland that is the only country that came to the United Nations that they have singled out Finland to get Finland support? You know, I look at them and I laugh. What about their godfather, United Kingdom? What about the other countries? What about the other brothers that are fighting against Israel? They have not approached them. The man is going to France every second week, and he's very good with the French president. Why did they not mention France? Why on all the countries in this world, these criminals and terrorists did not see any country worthy? They are telling you, they just want to use it to do media propaganda in Nigeria, nothing else. You know, they will say, let us go there and take pictures with stuff, and then we use it to do propaganda so that they will know whether Simon Ekpa will run away. I live here for many years. I have known Stubb for many, many years. You know, so it's not about even knowing Stubb, Mr. President, but it's about following the rule of law. I have not done anything wrong. What I'm doing is right, and I will stand my ground anywhere, any day to defend whatever I'm doing today for the freedom of my people.
I want you to understand that I will never betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will never betray Biafra. I don't need to say this because nobody brought me into the struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not bring me into the struggle. Nobody did. I came as directed by the Spirit of God into the struggle and started doing things on my own before I was recognized by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I tell you, like I used to tell people in the secret, my plan was never to take oath in IPOB. My plan was never to take oath. I wanted to prove to Biafrans that you do not need to take oath to contribute to the freedom of your own people. So that was my plan. But along the line, something changed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself requested me to take that oath for one specific reason, for one reason. And that reason touched me. And that was how I took oath. I want to make this thing, build this particular background today for people to understand. And I have told you people that I will be the last person, your last bus stop, whoever you are. I will be your last bus stop in this struggle for Biafra. Once you are not genuine, once you are, you are out to destroy this Biafra movement, I will be your last bus stop. God will use me to stop you. It is not by my power, but that is the way it is. Now, I want to make it very clear.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on today's program. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not yet subscribed to this very channel, please kindly subscribe. If you have not yet shared, share this very program. Like and share. Click like and share. It is very, very important. This is the time that we have waited for. That time that our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke about. That very time that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, spoke about. The time has come. We have been advised to engage in radical evangelism. This is the time for us to engage fully in that radical evangelism. If you have not yet shared the video, I beg you in the name of Njoku, click like and share it so that others can join us on this very morning program. For those who are joining this platform for the very first time, and those who are going to come across this video for the very first time, I want you to know that this platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafra government. A platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, and under the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come to this platform to preach hate. We do not come here to attack any individual. We don't come here to attack any race or religion. In this very platform, what we do is to bring the truth to the Biafrans and to the world. We come here to debunk every single lie that has been told against the Biafran people, against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, against our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All the propaganda and lies they push at us, all the wrong informations that they are pushing against us, we have taken it upon ourselves that we will come on this platform every morning in Biafran time to speak to the whole world, and more especially to encourage Biafrans to continue to hold on to their rights, there are some rights that we must not gamble with. If you are genuinely a Biafran, if you are a Biafran still working in your senses, if you are from the old southeastern region, the present south-south, southeast, lower Kogi, lower Benue, if you fall in that area and your mother is tying 2 pieces of wrapper, this message is for you. The time has come for us to take up the responsibility to defend ourselves. The right to self-determination is a right that was given to us by Njoku. International law supports the right to self-determination. African peoples and human rights law support the right to self-determination. Nigerian law itself supports self-determination. There is nothing we are saying today or something we are doing today that is wrong, according to the law. International law, African peoples and human rights law, Nigerian law itself. Another right we must hold on to very tight is the right to self-defense. The right to self-defense is the right given to every human being. Njoku gave us that right. It didn't stop at human beings, even animals. Animals have that right to defend themselves. When you come against them, they defend themselves aggressively. Plants that have breath, once you come against them aggressively, they defend themselves. That is how important the right to self-defense is. International law supports the right to self-defense. African peoples and human rights law support the right to self-defense. The Zoological Republic of Nigeria's law supports self-defense. At least we have seen several times where their governors, where their defense minister was calling people, addressing people on national TV and telling them to defend themselves. Do not wait for anybody. That they should arrange themselves, organize themselves, and defend themselves. Now ask me, why has it become a crime for Biafrans to defend themselves? Why has it become a crime for Biafran people to rise up and say enough is enough, defend themselves against the aggressions of the enemy, against the terrorist actions of the enemy against them? It is only when the Biafrans activate self-defense that it becomes a crime. Every other region, every other area can activate it, but when the Biafran people activate the right to self-defense, it becomes a crime. It's either they call you a terrorist or call you different kinds of names, call you a secessionist, they call you a troublemaker, they call you different kinds of names. And for a very long time, we have been on defensive. For a very, very long time, we have been on defensive. Since after the Civil War in 1967, we have been on defensive until we got to where we are today. And we say, never again. My fellow Biafrans, you must hold on to these 3 rights. Hold it with the last breath you have. That is the only way you can survive. Another right is the right to life. The right to life. You have the right to exist and live as a human being. Every Biafran has the right to life. You must not allow anybody to take away your right to life. You have the right to live as a human being wherever you find yourself. God himself gave you that right to life. From the moment your mother brought you out in the labor room and you step your foot on this planet Earth, you have the right to survive anywhere you land on this planet Earth. Gave us those rights. International law gives you right to life, to live wherever you appear on this earth. You have the right to live. African peoples and human rights law give you right to life. The Zoological Republic also gave you right to life. But when it comes to Biafran people, they make you believe that you must obey certain group of people, you must obey certain group of things, you must bow to certain people before you have your life. That is wrong. That is why we are coming here every morning to remind you to hold onto your rights and do not give up. It is going to be a tough journey. It is not going to be easy. But I bet you, in the midst of all the attack on worries, we shall overcome. My fellow Biafrans, every morning when we come here, it is always an interactive section. For those who are watching from TikTok, and those who are watching from Facebook, those who are watching me from David Harbour channel on YouTube, where I'm hosting this program, I welcome every one of you. There is a link on David Harbour channel on the comment section. If you want to join me on stage, click that link and come in and make your contribution. The only thing that qualifies you to be part of us in this very program is to be a human being. Whether you are a Biafran or non-Biafran, whether you believe in an ideology or you don't believe in it, whether you have a different thing in mind, it doesn't matter what you believe. If you feel you can interact with us, you have a point to make, click the link on David Harbour channel on the comment section, click that link and come in and let's hear you out. You have all the time in the world to speak. The only thing we ask that when you are appearing, make sure you appear in a decent manner. The whole world is watching us. We cannot admit you in this platform naked. And when you are making your point in this platform, please present your points in a very civil manner. It doesn't matter how angry you are. It doesn't matter how confused you are. It doesn't matter how tough the question or your feelings are. Try to present your case in a civil manner so that the world will understand you. People are watching us across the world. Members of the cabinet of Biafra are watching us. Our prime minister is observing every single thing we are doing. My fellow Biafrans, there is no going back. We are standing on our rights. And our pursuit of self-determination is non-negotiable. The restoration of Biafra is going to happen unapologetically. Just as I said before, for a very long time, we have been on defensive. We have been on defensive for a very long time, right from the Civil War, 1967 till date. It has been always explaining ourselves, explaining why we must do something, why we will be here, why we will do this. We have always been on defensive till this moment. And we say enough is enough. Today, we are no longer in defensive. In fact, we are in offensive. And we will not take any nonsense from anybody. The Biafrans, we no longer take any nonsense today. That is why today, every single thing that will move us into Biafra has been activated to the highest level. And we will continue until Biafra comes. Before we finally go into the program of today, I want to remind you of the project at hand. Every one of us know what today is. We have 9 days to go. For some of us who are not aware, or for some of us who are not paying attention, it is high time you begin to pay attention. It is 9 days to go. It is 9 days to go. And within these few 9 days, you must prepare yourself. As in body seek called David. We are getting to a very difficult and very dangerous time. We are getting into a very difficult, very dangerous time. And I want every one of us to be very, very careful. We have 9 days to go. You must prepare yourself. Do not worry or get distracted with whatever you're going to hear, the propaganda, the blackmail, the rumors you're hearing. Do not get distracted. Be focused on the journey ahead of us. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, have laid a very strong foundation, just like Mazen Nandekano did. He built on that foundation, and today, everything is in place. All you have to do is to focus. Be focused. Don't get distracted. It doesn't matter what you hear, what you see anyway. Be focused. We are very lucky to have a leader who knows the road. To have a leader who knows what to do when he has to do it. We have a leader who cannot be distracted. We have people who see ahead of time. And every single one of us have been prepared ahead of what is coming. Our Supreme Mazen Nandekano preached of mental toughness. Our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa, carried us through the mental toughness, ranging from the seat at home to weigh our strength and weigh our feelings and our belief, to weigh our emotion, to make sure that we are not emotionally swing out when the tough days are going to come. Tougher days are ahead of us. If you think it is going to be a child's play to walk into Biafra, you're a joker. For us to walk into Biafra, we must tighten up our belt and prepare for what is coming. And I bet you, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, is more than prepared and is getting more prepared. His arrival is going to be a bombshell. You should be worried about yourself. How prepared are you? You should be worried about yourself. You, Biafran people, what are you doing? Are you doing what you're supposed to do? The Biafran government is doing everything humanly possible, putting everything in line. What about you? It is not just about complaining, not just about your emotional thought and feeling. Are you doing exactly what you are supposed to do? One of the major things we are supposed to do is to make sure that the Biafran Liberation Army are equipped to the teeth. 9 days to go for the Biafran people to host their convention. And in that convention, the whole world is going to be hosted. It is not just the Biafrans. All eyes on Latin, Finland. Every eyes, as we speak, is focused on Latin, Finland. As we speak, every eyes is focused on Finland. It is not a child's play. It is going to cost a lot. It is once in a lifetime move. On the 2nd of December, the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra will be made, and I bet you it will no longer remain the same. The whole world knows the implication of the declaration. Nigerian government knows the implication of that declaration, but I bet you we know what we are walking into and we are more than prepared. Our Prime Minister, more especially, knows what he was walking into and he's more than prepared. You should be worried about yourself. He is really sacrificing everything, putting his own life on the line for you and I. The little part we have to play by supporting the Liberation Army, funding the Biafran government and doing all you have to do. How far have you gone? Are you still sitting on the fence? Are you still waiting for flag to be raised before you support? We have 9 days to go. If you think Biafra is a joke, think again. It is not. The earlier you wake up now, the better. I welcome my brother Nazi, Mayor Abuja. Thank you so much for joining my brother Mayor. But before I allow Mayor to speak, let us first of all listen to this very short jingle. After this jingle, then we will come back and Mayor will give us his speech. Let us listen to this very short jingle before we proceed.
Biafra. BFR, Raffle Jingle. My people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpa Njoku. Na him they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show. No be lie. The good guy, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government, in exile, went there for Obodo Yibo, Finland. With him government, na him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up. He go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you. And your picking them, I dey tell you. He can still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing dey happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR. No sit down, no sit because sit down look na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra where you they cry for sins. You go also win too, no play.
Welcome back. On today's program, we are going to speak on a topic which is the final battle of Biafra restoration and arrival of Biafra Republic Government in Exile Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku. We are on the final battle, and everybody is waiting to hear from the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. In this final battle, what do you think? How prepared are you? What are you expecting? I know that Biafrans have a lot in their mind. But I want you to know, in the midst of all that you can see and hear, victory is sure. My brother, Amaze Mayor Abuja, go ahead and speak to Biafrans. Let's hear from my brother, Mayor.
Yeah. Good morning, my fellow Biafra. Good morning, Mr. Shoes. May God bless you.
Bless you, my brother.
I want to thank all the Biafra worldwide, all over the world. I pray that our heart desire must be given to us, because God said we shall ask, that He will give us. Yes. So we have asked Him. We know that God will do His own side. I want to thank our able PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Odogu ndi boje mon ko. I want to also thank all of you, Mr. Shoes and the 247 and the Linda TV show and other ones. Vision 555. I want to thank everybody that is putting efforts to make sure that the gospel is spread, as Onyendu said, because Onyendu have prophesied everything that is happening today. I don't have much to say. I just want to say something concerning statement that Rochas Okorocha made some days ago.
Go ahead.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
I want to make a statement on that issue. You know, Onyendu have already know what will happen, that a day like this is coming. Because when we are telling Onyendu, let's march, he said it's not time yet, that when it's time, God will tell him. I believe that everything that's happening today is God's plan. Everything is working according to God's plan, and is working gradually to the favor of people, of children of Biafra. We pray that our freedom must come this year in Jesus' name.
You see? Then
Rachel Sokorocha make a statement that during Ifeanyi Ubah death, that federal government should use the Ifeanyi Ubah as a gift to release Nnamdi Kanu. Why they are doing all those things? All those they are doing it today is because they have seen the light in what Simon Ekpa is doing. Today is counting. Today is 9. Count down. Yesterday is 10. Today is 9. Then politicians, they know what is happening. They know where that young man is going to. They know all his strategies. They know that that is the only strategy he can use to nail them. Rochus Okorocha knows that the freedom is already here. If he listen to his last statement, he say, allow Igbo to go. I don't know if you come across that speech. So that statement, if you connect the dots, you will know where he's going to. So a lot of people have been debating, discussing over that very issue. They say, yes, he knows that the freedom is already here. So I want to thank everybody, and I want to encourage every one of us to follow up and share any video that you come across, share and like, so that others can see what is happening, because the freedom is already here. As Onyendu said, that is marching, he will be at the war front. Today is at the war front. And he mentioned about, in fact, if medias are like this before, I believe by now we would have get our freedom. But I want to thank every of you that is putting all your effort day and night, no sleeping, and our PM. May God bless all you all in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, my brother Mazi Mayor. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that wonderful contribution.
Airborne.
I really do. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Airborne, thank you so much. So as he had just said, I appreciate, you can see everyone have the right to come in and make their own contribution. I know that people are worried. Biafrans, because of the love they have for our Prime Minister, they want to see him, they want to hear from him, but I bet you when that time comes, you are going to hear from him and you're going to see him. And for some of you who are talking that he is missing, our Prime Minister is not missing. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is in Finland. He is not in Kenya. He's not in African country. Finland is not a country where somebody will be missing and they will not report it. Not somebody like our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, a man who is very, very popular, well known in Finland. A man who is in the face of the world today. A man who has gone to the presidency to submit a letter on the program I heard that is going to be held on the 29th of this month. How can you begin to imagine that such a man will be missing and the government of Finland will be silent? It is not possible. Relax yourself. Do not buy into the propaganda and blackmail of the enemies. Sorry for that disruption. Do not buy into the propaganda of the enemies. They might come from all corners and all angles to speak and push their propaganda. Do not allow it to bother you. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching this program from, we have already warned before now that propaganda is going to come. Blackmails are going to come, but do not allow it to bother you. You must learn to focus on the real thing. If there is anything extraordinary that happened to our Prime Minister, the COS will announce it. We are working under a government. This is not an organization. It is not like the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not the time of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when criminals are surrounding him everywhere, when criminals cage him. It is not like that. Today we are operating as a government. And the Chief of Staff of the Prime Minister have issued a statement. Why would you be bothered? If there is anything that the Biafrans should know, it will be made known to you. The Prime Minister is not a man of his own. He's a man of the nation. He is serving us. And we will not allow anything happen to him. Biafrans will have every information about him if there is something wrong. Why don't you give the Chief of Staff the benefit of the doubt? Why are you stressing yourself out? Why are you distracting yourself? You should be focused on these 9 days. The program we are about to host is not an easy one. You are not hosting only Biafra, we are hosting the world. People are coming from all walks of life. People are coming from all organizations. Important personalities are coming to that program. Biafrans are flying in from all parts of the world. The government of Finland is aware, very much aware of the program. We did the convention last year in Finland, Helsinki, and this year is going to happen in Latvia. There is nothing that is organized in the restoration of Biafra today that the government of Finland is not aware. They are very much aware. They are well detailed on every single thing that we're going to do. Mazi Simon Ekpa is not an illegal immigrant in Finland that he will disappear and nobody, the Finnish government will not talk about. We are talking about somebody who has a legal firm, a law firm in Finland. We are talking about somebody who has served as a counselor in Finland. We are talking about an active Finnish citizen who is working under the ruling party, and you think he will disappear and nobody will utter a word? Come on. Be more reasonable, fellow Biafrans. We must be focused and not get distracted. I know normally people get worried. It is normal for people to get worried because you have gotten used to hearing from him every day. But in normal circumstances, we are supposed to be hearing from the COS and not him. Information from the COS should be enough for us in the normal circumstances. So for the fact that he has been there for us all the time has made us to become so used to him that we can no longer do without seeing him. I understand that. But at the same time, we must have to focus on the real thing. He has already given us a responsibility. Mazi Simon Ekpa, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Biafra, has given us a responsibility. What you have to do is to look inward and ask yourself, am I performing my own duty? He has made several calls for the Biafran people to rise up and support the Liberation Army of Biafra. Ask yourself, are you performing your own duty? Are you doing what you're supposed to do? If you find out that you are not doing what you are supposed to do, what are you supposed to do? You retrace your step and begin to do what you are supposed to do. No matter the blackmail, no matter the propaganda they bring from east, from west, from north, from south, it is not going to stop the restoration of Biafra. From the 29th of November till 3rd of December is our convention. Unchanged. You must continue to prepare yourself and pray for the success of that very convention. You must continue to make your contributions. You must continue to give your support. You must begin to think on how to secure Biafran land from the 2nd of December onwards. You must begin to think inward what role you are going to play. That is what we should be concerned about. Do not allow any distraction from any corner, from any angle. I understand how some of us feel and what we think, but I bet you, at this point in time, it is not a time to lament. It's not a time to allow yourself to get distracted. It is a time to know that we have come a long way. And the only thing that we expect now is freedom, and nothing but freedom. And you must not forget the promise that has been made by the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And that is where we stand. That should be your focus. Don't get distracted, not even a second. Remember the words he has spoken to us. Everything we need to hear. He has said and made a promise, a great promise that must be kept. And you and I we make those things alive. Hear this.
Biafra will come. You either allow us to go in peace, or you are going to remain pieces and Biafra will still go. I come that Nigeria will end. I come that there will end the Usman Danfodio legacy. That legacy that every time they will be talking about Usman Danfodio, you would think that Usman Danfodio manufactured the aeroplane. You would think that Usman Danfodio manufactured a car, or he invented one Ihela machine or something like that. No. Usman Danfodio have a legacy for killing northern Nigeria, for killing Hausas, conquering them, and turn them into what you see today, Hausa Fulani. That is the legacy that Usman Danfodio brought to northern Nigeria. And today, they have Usman Danfodio University. That is what they continue that particular legacy. That is the reason why the Fulanis are killing innocent Christians in the northern Nigeria and the middle belt. It is to continue the Usman Danfodio legacy, and I am here to end it. I will end it. The end of Usman Danfodio legacy will start from this year. I am telling you, go and mark it. It will start from December 2nd. Once we exit Nigeria, that legacy is gone, completely gone, because they will not have any other place to conquer. Is it us that you are going to cross our border to come and start saying you want to conquer Biafra? We did not conquer us when we were in Nigeria. It's not going to be possible. After this particular December 2nd, nobody will fight for Biafra again. Biafra will be free. And we are going to hand over freedom to our children, and our unborn generation will enjoy what we have fought and what we are doing today. Do not shake. Do not panic. December 2nd, Biafra freedom will be handed over to us, both in the spirit and in physical.
My fellow Biafrans, every one of us, we must be focused on the real thing. Don't get distracted. We have a responsibility. Ask yourself, that responsibility that was given to us, what are you doing on your own part? The Biafran government have done more than expected. That is why today the zoo is on fire. That is why today the zoo is quaking. The whole world is focused on Helsinki, on Lati. The whole world is looking towards Lati. What is going to happen in Finland? From the 9th, 29th of this month, the 2nd. That is where the focus is. All eyes on Biafra. Go to our platform today. It is about Biafra. It is about Biafra. And that is exactly how it's supposed to be. The only thing you have to do as a Biafran, your own homework. How far are you going? Are you doing what you're supposed to do? Are you performing your own duty? If you are not, you have to start doing something now, not tomorrow, immediately. And I hope that every one of us will rise up and do what we're supposed to do so that we can get to the promised land together. You're welcome, my beloved brother Maxwell. Thank you so much for joining. I welcome you, Max. Go ahead and speak to us.
Thank you so much, Mazichit Naboche, and may Chukwu Kikabiama continue to bless you for your relentlessness in doing, your relentless efforts in doing whatever that you are doing to make sure that the gospel of Biafra is preached right across the world. May God bless Mazin Namdekano. May God bless Prime Minister Samuel Ekpa wherever he is. May God protect him and his family and keep him fit and stronger than he used to be before and after this declaration, 2nd December 2024. May God continue to support and protect his cabinet members wherever they are, their families. Protect your investments, your workplaces, and so on and so forth, as you make out time as well to come out here to speak, to listen to the jargons of Biafra that we always talk about. May Chukwu Kikabiama bless each and every one of you. And the time that all of us have put in into the struggle will never be in vain. It shall never be in vain in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama.
You see?
Now, coming to, we have come, there is what Ngwa people call kwarafu. We are at the apex of the whole thing. So we are almost there. O nwere ilu ndị Igbo na-atụ asị ka anyị hakwara na ịgba ọsọ nwoke bụ agba ada nwanyị. We cannot do that, and Chukwu Okike Abiama will never allow us to be disgraced at this point in time.
Never.
This is the only time that we have to show the world that we are not infants, that we are not petty when we speak about Biafra, that we are not juvenile when we speak about Biafra. The voices that they are hearing are the voices of tormented adults, people that have gone through all manner of intimidation, subjugation, killings in that zoological republic. That is the voices that you hear in the space, in YouTube, in all the social media, every platform that is, known on this earth. The voices you hear are the voices of adults, voices of old men and women. How will an old man and woman will be crying because of what the Nigerian government, the terrorist control government is doing to them? How do you feel when you see them weep the way they weep? How do you feel when they send the soldiers that are supposed to protect the integrity, the sovereignty of the nation, go dealing with unarmed, innocent civilians? How do you feel? The world, are you listening? Are you listening to what is happening in that? What has Nigeria given to you people that you cannot call them to order? The branch of United Nations, the last time, how many years it is now that you have called for the immediate release of Mazen Nambekano? After the expiration of that 6 months, what did you do next? What did you do next? Is your silence not empowering Nigeria to commit more crimes against the indigenous people? Is your silence not giving them the authority to continue to do, just like you kept quiet when they senselessly killed innocent youths that were protesting at Lekki Toge, the NSAS protest? You kept quiet in the world. Some of you were writing that you cannot find evidences of the buying, unnecessary buying of these people, of the youths of that country. You kept quiet. Is your silence not encouraging Nigeria to continue to unleash mayhem on the indigenous people? They kidnapped Mazen Nambekano, a British citizen. You kept mute. You could not say anything. You become a toothless bulldog that can bark, but you cannot bite. What are you getting from there? Oil and gas? Oil and gas, or their contributions in the United Nations, in Commonwealth, in ECOWAS? Is that the reason why you keep quiet? Are you sacrificing the innocent life of the people as against what you are getting from that country? Are you sacrificing the human rights of the people? And are you not there to protect the interests of the people? Are you selling the protection of these innocent people for bread, for oil and gas, for whatever economic reason that you are getting from that country? Is that the reason why you keep quiet when these people are coming? In fact, they are coming. Other terrorist groups are coming out, and that is what Biafrans are standing against. But you cannot speak and caution a country that is a member of the United Nations, a member of the Commonwealth, a member of AU and ECOWAS. You keep quiet. Why innocent lives, homes, markets are destroyed? People are chased, not just by insurgents, by terrorists, by armed Fulani headers or whatever, but by their own uniformed men. They are using state apparatuses to destroy the lives of the people that they're supposed to guide. And that is the reason why Biafrans say, no, we can no longer continue with such entity. And we are here to stop it. The least you would do is to come out and speak boldly, condemning the atrocities that that is being meted on the people of the indigenous people in that country. They committed no crime. The only crime they committed is that God blessed them with enormous resources, and God blessed them in that particular area of the world. That is the only mistake. That is the only crime they've committed. Must you allow them to die the way they are dying? Must you allow people that they have nothing in common, religious, culturally, traditionally, otherwise, no value system, they don't have the same value system, to come in and destroy them, ethnically cleansing them as they are doing in the central north of Nigeria, the central part of Nigeria, the northeast and the rest of them? The buying of Christians and burning of churches, which Trump spoke about in his first, leadership in the United States. The evidences are there for you to see, but because of what you are benefiting economically from that zoo, you encourage evil and mayhem to before. You turn the other eye. God is going to judge you. God will judge you if you are sacrificing the innocent lives of the unarmed civilians that have nothing whatever within their reach to protect themselves. You are there because of what you are getting from these people. You cannot protect them. The will judge you, and they will judge you bitterly. The people of Biafra, I am here to support you in everything. Do not be dissuaded by the antics, the campaign of calumny of these people, the wickedness and their irresponsibility on all social media platforms in order to preach, to paint us black, to call us terrorists. And God knows that we are not terrorists. The world knows that we are not terrorists. Even it is only in Nigeria, the zoo, where nothing works, the darkness headquarter of this world, that they proscribe indigenous people, Mazen Namdekanu, Biafrans, terrorists. But their court also has ruled against that. Until today, none of their court has stayed execution or the ruling of that court. Therefore, we are no more terrorists. We never been terrorists. Our crime is that we are fighting for the freedom of the Biafran people and the freedom of the land of the Biafran people. I yield here, Mazi Chooks.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for that elaboration you just made. It is very important, as the world are watching us and seeing what is happening. We will continue to speak, whether they want to hear or not. But we have been enduring for a very long time. The Biafrans have been on defensive for a very long time. And the time has come when we have to speak up and pursue our freedom. The Biafrans are not committing any crime. All we are asking is to let us be. Let us have our own life. We have not committed any crime, and there is no law on the earth that says that self-determination is a crime. The quest for self-determination is not a crime. But they try to criminalize it in order to distract us from what we are requesting for. And why are we asking for self-determination? There are several reasons why Biafrans are seeking to exit the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. From the onset, Nigeria has never been a country, was never a country, and will never be a country. Today, when you look at Nigeria critically and sincerely, if you are human and you have conscience, you will realize there is nobody that is called a Nigerian. In as much as many people pretend to come and talk about one Nigeria, remain together, and there is no single human being on the planet Earth today that is truly a Nigerian. It doesn't exist. In that contraption, what we have is either you are seeing a Yoruba man, you are seeing an Hausa man, you see an Igbo man, an Ijo man, and a Ibibio man. People have been identified from the area they come from. The only thing that is forcing these idiots together is that British idea. That British amalgamation that forces them together to remain together and continue to perpetrate evil, continue to pursue their selfish interests while they pretend to be together. But when you look at it critically, there is nobody anywhere that is called a Nigerian. And that is why Nigeria will never, ever, ever succeed. I laugh when I see some of them talk about patriotism. You can never see anything called patriotism in Nigeria. It will not happen. And there is none. Has never happened before. Has never happened. You can't find any. Because from the first instance, Nigeria is not a country and has never been. When they had the opportunity to make it a country, they refused to do so. Instead, they began to pursue their ethnic agenda, began to pursue their religious agenda, they began to pursue their sectional agenda. That is why, from the onset up to this minute, anytime they come for their campaign, all you are going to hear is an Igbo president, Hausa president, Ijo president, Yoruba president. You can never hear of Nigerian presidents. Such argument doesn't emerge. That is why I tell you, including the so-called Gowon, including Obasanjo, those who perpetrated that evil against the Biafrans, none of them is patriotic to that name Nigeria. It is about them and their region. The inhumanity against man in Nigeria, which they are pushing to Biafrans, is something that no human being is supposed to tolerate, not even for a minute. But Biafrans have tolerated it for many, many years. They have forced us to accept that condition of explaining. Before a Biafran will take a step, you have to continue to please every other person. You continue to explain to people why you have the right to ask for what you're asking, even when you are demanding for your legitimate rights. You have to go extra mile to explain yourself. From little things, something as simple as even somebody who's supposed to be a Nigerian flying into Nigeria in the Nigerian International Airport. When you land, they will ask you to explain why you come back to Nigeria. That is how bad it is. When you are traveling out of that country, you have to explain why you are traveling. When you are traveling within the state, from state to state, as a Biafran, once they identify you with your name, your appearance, you have to explain why you are where you are at any minute, at any given point in time. It has continued again and again. And some people have already accepted it as their fate, that they no longer complain. Some people have been beaten and they are so afraid to speak in the manner that we speak today. It is not everybody that had the opportunity that we have today to speak boldly the way we are speaking. But no matter what happens, we have gotten to a point where we say enough is enough. And we cannot continue to please people. We cannot continue to be in defensive. We have decided to go offensive. And today, unapologetically, the so-called Nigeria you have been hearing about for a very long time, the people that have been holding it is the Biafran people. It is the Biafran people that made Nigeria and we are going to break it. Nothing on the planet Earth will stop it. No distraction will stop it. If you are not a Biafran, you will not understand what the Biafran people are facing. If you're not a Biafran, you have no right to advise the Biafran people or talk about the issue of Biafra. If you are not a Biafran, you have no idea what it means to be a Biafran in Nigeria. You don't know. Except you are a Biafran, you do not know what it is to be in that contraption called Nigeria. The world won't even understand. That is why in most of my program, I ask investigative journalists to go down to that zoological republic. Go there. Travel to the southeastern region, the Biafra land. The present south is lower to be lower. Go and see things for yourself and give a report. Do not judge based on what we say. Go as an independent journalist. Go to Biafra land, make your investigation, ask questions, and come back. Then tell me, if you were to be a Biafran, will you survive in Nigeria for an hour? But we have gone extra mile to take all the pain until we get to the breaking point and we say enough is enough. And for the record, I am going to play a video. This video I'm going to play is not just the worst of all. It is just one of those things you see. Many of us must have seen the video. But for those who have not seen it, or for people from other parts of the world to see this video and know the kind of thing we are facing, what you are going to hear from this guy is just a tip of the iceberg, what is happening in Nigeria. And more especially when it has to do with Biafran people. It happens to every indigenous person in that zoo, and you have nobody to complain to. More especially when you are a Biafran, they will tell you to your face that you can't do anything. I want us to listen to this brother in this very confession he made, and then we will come back.
Last year I was attacked by Fulani guys. So they pretend to be workers in the estates to get information. You understand? So unfortunately they came to my house to attack me. I was shot several times. That my bone was shattered. There's this picture from my incident. So I followed the case up and all. Police was just gambling with it. I even went after one of the guys after they discharged me from hospital. This was when they discharged me from hospital. So I went for the guys. Arrested the guy and then hand them over to police. It's just one of them.
This guy shoots me, girl. But yeah, what?
Yanni,
now you won't kill me, ba?
Let's go now. Yeah, so I reported the case to. I used to feel like I have connection until Nigerian happens to me. You understand?
Did you hear him? In that statement, he said, I used to think that I have connection until Nigeria happened to me. You see, this is one of those people, like there are so many Biafrans, so that when you are talking about this issue of Biafra, they feel it doesn't concern them. They feel because they have one store in Abuja, they have one hotel in Lagos, they have one bakery in the north. When you talk about Biafra, they feel that they have a Fulani friend, a Janjaweed friend. And they say, why are you talking about Biafra? Nigeria is better for us. That Nigeria is bigger. You cannot put you cannot put an Igbo man in a small cage. He must be in a very... These are one of them. But you are going to hear his explanation. In this explanation, the video it was shown initially was Fulani terrorists, Fulani headed terrorists. They attacked him. They shot him, and narrowly he survived. He reported to the police. Police did nothing. Eventually, he went by himself to confront one of the men that shot him face to face. He confronted the man. He went by him. When he reported, police could not do anything. They couldn't report. He went by his own self to go and enforce their rights and hand the man over. The person that shot him, he handed the bag over to the police. And I want you to hear what was.
I reported the case, followed it up, even with lawyers. You understand? Nothing happened. They later released the guy. What they told me, I went to the is this CRU unit in headquarters here to go.
After he arrested the guy by himself, sent him to the police, they kept him with the backup of a lawyer and everything. They released a man that shot him point blank. He identified the man. He reported they refused to arrest him. He went by himself, enforced the arrest, and brought the man to the station. With the help of lawyers and everything, instead of taking the man to court, the man was released before his own eyes, and his eyes cleared. These are the people when you tell them about Biafra, you tell you no, because of maybe they feel they have connection. But he's confessing here that it was only when it happened to him, he now understands. He used to think that he has a connection until it happens to him. Let's hear.
I report and tell them that this is how they handled my case. They were like, since I'm an Igbo guy, I can't get justice in Nigeria.
Did you hear what a policeman told him? A policeman told him to his face that since you are an Igbo guy, you will never ever get justice in Nigeria. A policeman told him face to face. This, that is why when we talk about the exit of Biafra from Nigeria, and people think we are just talking about it because we are pained. We are talking about it because we are this. Look at the confession of what this man is saying. A policeman told him to his face, as long as you are an Igbo man, you will never ever get justice in Nigeria. Let's hear him.
Since I'm an Igbo guy, I can't get justice in Nigeria.
He shared his personal story.
Yeah, so I was hearing when this guy was saying that religion, this, that. The guy told me, the officer told me that I can never get justice. That because don't I see videos of online that if they catch these Fulani guys, they always cover their faces. But other guys, other criminals, they catch them, they put their face on the media and all that they are the one that own Nigeria. That they are not the one ruling, but they are the one controlling Nigeria. That's what they told me, that I should leave it for God. I said no, even if you take my life.
So who said this now? Is it the Nigerian police?
Yes, the Nigerian police.
Okay.
The CRU department. If you feel like you have
from the first PRO.
Yes. If you feel like you have connection, we can go and you will end up laughing Nigeria, I swear. You understand?
Go on, please.
So, and again, these issues of insecurity, when something happens to you, that's when you pay attention to your environment. You understand? I got to find that a lot of people have been affected with this insecurity. Even close to my estate, last month, they killed this man, took his wife, demanded ransom of 1 million naira from the family. 1 million naira. You kill someone who just finished building his house. You understand? After congratulations, next in RIP, and Nigerian police is not even taking it serious. Okay, I think yesterday, I told you yesterday, I went again to meet a very high profile officer. We're still on the case. The next day they said I should write petition. You understand? But I've written all the petition. I even recorded our conversation with him because this time I'm not even scared. People are like, run away from Nigeria and do this, that. I mean, I'm not ready to run. You understand? It cost my life for them to shut me up. It's fine. I don't care. You understand? But I'm going to speak out.
It will be foolish for it to cost your life fighting in Nigeria. It will be foolish of you if it costs your life. If you want to die, die for a good cause. This is one of the stupidities some of our people display. You will confess by yourself that initially you think you had connection until Nigeria happened to you, and you are still there talking. And I bet you go to this guy's platform, you will not see anything that has to do with Biafra. Go to this guy, he will still be opposing Biafran people. But look at his confession. He wants Nigeria to be. You see how the people there are shouting, hey, as if it is new. As if it is new. There is no child in Biafra land that is up to 18 years that does not know that he will not get justice in Nigeria. Every child, once you get to 18 years, you know already that Nigeria is not for you. You can continue to pretend and face your business and do whatever you are doing. just of recent, Omoyole Sowore came out and said that it is a secret code. It is a secret code to take away the Igbo Biafrans, more especially from everything that has to do with governance in Nigeria. But look at when somebody talk about this evil, you see people say, hey, as if they are not aware.
Massachusetts, let me tell you what he said. He said a secret memo.
Absolutely.
So said a secret memo, and that memo is not just that one. Oh, he said what their fathers and grandfathers told them. Which one is worse? Which one is worse? Is this something that is written on a memo, or the one the parents in Kokot planted inside their brain, which is transferable from one offspring to the other? Which one is deadlier? This is the reason why I will continue to hate anybody who is an Igbo-speaking Biafran coming out to tell me in any form or shape that there is a better Nigeria somewhere in your dreams or in your grave. Look at this one. The reason why this one is talking right now is because he's alive. He's alive. That is the reason why he's talking. What could have happened if he was spied in the process? Who will stand and testify where the spectacles he is wearing there and claiming? Nigeria will happen to every Nigerian that is validating that criminal and demonic entity. It will happen to you. If it doesn't happen to you, it will happen to your family. And for those that have seen it and come out to challenge this criminal status quo, doing one thing or the other in order to pull themselves out, I pray that God will continue to protect them from head to toe, from the master to the servant in their houses, and to the animals, the domestic animals that they have. That is my prayer. And for you that have seen that this country will never work, it can never. More than 60 years old man, 70 years old man, oh, you don't have electricity. By now, you have gone for retirement. 70 years old man, oh, you have no electricity. 70 years old man, oh, you don't have anything, good medical infrastructure. 70 years old man, oh, with all the resources that you are taking, stealing from Biafra land, you cannot even have a motorable, good road networks. You can't have. 70 years old man, oh, you so much corruption. In fact, it has been institutionalized in that country. Corruption is a president of that country. Corruption is the president. Corruption is the Senate. Corruption is the vice. Terrorism is the president. Everything about that country is nothing is below the bar. You are in a country. You cannot. Your children will matriculate. They have secured admission. You do not know when they are going to graduate because of incessant strikes. You will never get justice because the caliphate and their children, what they put into them is that they own the country. You are a servant. You are a slave. Do you agree to be a slave? Since you have agreed to be a slave, I will never be a slave. I will fight with the likes of me in Biafra land to make sure that we destroy the jinx of authority that they have mastered and they have used to do and undo in that country and to destroy our lives. If you are an Igbo-speaking Biafran, or you are from the entire old southern Nigeria, and you keep fighting yourself, where once there is the existential, the menace of the caliphate is an existential problem in that country. and you cannot stand and join hands to fight them. You still believe that you are idiotic country that does not value human rights, that you buy anybody at any time and nothing will happen, just like they deal with you. They told you, plain, Gani Gaka, that since you are an Igbo man, you will never get justice. What does that tell you? That you are a slave. Will you continue to accept you are being a slave? Will you accept being a slave in a country you think that will work for you? Because of these people and some of them on social media, that is the reason why we are having issue, Massachusetts. When we are saying east, they are saying was. When we are saying was, they are saying east.
Of course, they are the problem.
When you are fighting to pull yourself out, they are like crabs in a bucket. What in Ghana here we call crabology. Act of crabology. Somebody you cannot fight, you cannot move away. Try to climb to the periphery of the bucket so that you will turn it upside down, so that the rest of the crabs will come out. You see people that are struggling to come out, you are there pulling them down so that everybody will remain inside the bucket and die. And this kind of people, when they go out again and they will not even turn the basket for you. They will leave you there and go away. This kind of people, you see them on social media, on X, talking nonsense, trying to be politically correct in everything, speak grammar. The reason why Ghana is where we are today is because during Kwame Nkrumah, people that formed the members of parliament in Ghana were not technocrats. These were village heads. These were farmers, cocoa farmers. These were cattle rearers from my own part of this country. They were the people that placed the foundation that we are working on today. And the reason why you will have electricity in a small country like Ghana, although we have other, economic problem that is facing us. The reason why a policeman cannot shoot an innocent person and go free in this country. The reason why even the president cannot make denigatory statement against other tribe or individual in this country and go free. Go and check it. The reason why, if a stranger enters into my village in Binaba village, we will find out who you are and we will take actions against you if you are not part of us or you are someone that is going to cause confusion. But in Nigeria, your borders, you open your borders. The zoo, all manner of people will come in and begin to terrorize your own people. Instead of you to support your own people, the indigenous people, and pull them out and chase these criminals out, you welcome them in, you support them, you give them everything. You are paying them, calling them repentant terrorists, enlisting them into your security apparatuses to come and carry the same assault rifles to guide your own people. Who does that if not a madman? Tell me, Massachusetts, do your research and tell me, even America, with all the sophistications they have, tell me if they have successfully de-radicalized a terrorist, someone that has an ideology. How can you de-radicalize me of Biafra? How can you de-radicalize me of Biafra? Will you do that? Would that happen? It can happen. So it is in there. And glory be to God that the Biafra we are fighting is for the people of Biafra. The common existence of the Biafran people. That is what we are fighting. We are not invading anybody's land. We are not ethnically cleansing people. We are not. We are fighting. We are self-preserving our people. But the zoo is encouraging their war-torn, their ragtag and unprofessional, personnel to deal with us, and they are failing. This guy here is lucky to be alive, my people. He's lucky to be alive. And if this guy will continue to validate that same country, then your death is near. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you for that input, and I think let me play the video finish. There's some few lines. After playing the video, then we allow our audience to make contributions.
Let people know what's going on in the country.
So when this happened, were you home when they came to attack you?
Yes,
So,
I was home.
Okay, how many were they?
Okay, the people that came into the house,
Yes.
they were more than 30. Yeah.
Okay.
They were more than 30. The people that came into the house were fully armed.
Hold on,
You understand?
sorry. What time did this happen?
Around 7:30
In the evening.
In the evening.
So, do you live close
Even
to the
before
phone?
they even shot me, police was around. Police was demanding that they have to pay them 5,000 naira for each bullet they waste. Each bullet they waste. Like, does it make sense? You understand? I have to even face my fear and fought. They didn't even believe that I'll fight with them. I think I took one guy up. Used him to land from the upstairs. So he used his back to. I don't know if that one died, but they rushed him. So what they did, they had to like shoot me because they don't want to keep trace. Because I know them. I know they are.
So where were you shot?
I was shot all along.
So this is a very pathetic story, but it's a lesson for some of you who think you can pass a shortcut or you have connections. Your connection is going to fail you. Until one Nigeria happens to you, you will understand. When one Nigeria happens to you, you will now understand and you will speak even harsher than we do. My brother, Peace, if you're there, Peace, let's hear you. Let's hear from you. Speak to us. Let's hear from you. Take your 2 minutes and speak, and let's hear from you.
Hello?
Hello, my brother, Peace. You're welcome.
Yeah. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, brother. Brother, there is something that, I want to say concerning these people who are clamoring for one Nigeria. Do you know that, I think yesterday, a young man who was walking in the streets, they killed him. They killed this young man because he was putting on what they call it, blue shirts. So those court members who are living in court members in those states. So they asked this young man, which color are you? This young man told them that what does they mean? That he doesn't belong to any color. So they killed this young man just because of his putting on blue shirts. They are now asking myself that those people who are clamoring for one Nigeria, if we stay in this one Nigeria like this now and all these things are happening, that is how bad youths who are addicted to cultism will be killing innocent people. And that is the reason why up to today, I still stand for this Nigeria to break pieces. Because we don't want to live in such a country. We don't want to live in such a country. Police, soldiers are terrorists, killing innocent people. Now, youths who are civilians are also killing other youths because of their putting on blue shirts. Brother, this is not the kind of country we want to belong to. Nigeria have turned to a vampire country. It's now a vampire country. It's not even a terrorist country, it's a vampire. Even vampire is more deadly than terrorists. It's a bloody sucker. My brother, this is not the country we want to live. A general was in the car with his, I don't know, with his fellow soldiers. Because of a man was in front of them, this soldier, they come down, start beating this man. That why did he block their general? Just an army here in Europe itself, they don't even have even army general is working on his own. He's even taking bus, going to his work, his journey. You can't even see them. They don't even harass anybody. They go on their own. Even they're not even allowed to carry guns. Is it the kind of country we want to live, my brother? Let me ask the Biafrans who are clamoring for one Nigeria and both of those, what they call it, social media money receiver who want to make money in social media, but they don't want to speak the truth. All they are talking is about Ifanoba. All they are talking about is this. No, we want to break off from Nigeria, my brother. I'm telling you, Nigeria, that is not how a country should be. You killed a young boy who went to the market to buy a blue shirt. End of the day, you killed him because of his putting on blue shirt. What a mess. This is not the kind of country we want to live. It's getting too much. If we all fold hands like this, I wonder how Nigeria is going. Even Somalia will be even more better than Nigeria, even more better. Even the country that is the most terrorized country right now will be even more better than Nigeria, because Nigeria have no future for the living. And I am asking my Biafran people, if we all fold hands, we will all die. Not even, I have to say, we will all perish. We even become a bastard all over the world because we have no more home, but we have an ancestral land. We abandon it. We leave others to come and take it. Okay, look at that brother that said that a policeman told him that he have no justice in Nigeria. Yes, which is true. Igbo man have no justice in Nigeria right from time. Is it how a country should be? Is it how a country should be ruled? By a leader? We have no leader. We have arboros. We have arboros, terrorists, killers that don't have even human sympathies. So my brother, I have to leave it from here. Thank you for welcoming me. But this situation of somebody putting up blue shirt, end of the day they kill somebody because is this how we want to live, my brother? In Edo State, this thing happened. In Benin State, let me say in Benin City, this thing happened.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate your contribution. These are all the reasons why we want to get out of the zoological Republic of Nigeria. And my worries, and the one thing that annoys me and make me upset is that sometimes people pretend as if these things are just happening today. Just like that military man that was beaten up, that major that was beaten up, it didn't start today. Since I was born, at least I have celebrated my golden jubilee. I have seen it. In Nigeria, for you to use your car and overtake a policeman is a problem. Simply because it didn't start today.
Mazi Chooks, are they here? No be civilian no throughout my service.
No, we are talking. Your own case is different. We know there are still some few people there who are really doing what they have to do. But when you come to the institution itself, they are not doing what they're supposed to do. They are not doing what they're supposed to do. I have seen on several occasions where there were a kind of brutality against civilians simply because they overtook a car. You just look at there's one they always do in Nigeria also. If you are going with your car, you overtake a bullion van. If you overtake a bullion, they can open fire on you and you are gone. But over here, a bullion van will be going his own. You will be going his own. If they are slow, you pass them and go where you are going. Everybody is moving their way. Nobody poses a security threat against each other. But for them, when they come to the real security threat, look at the way terrorists are taking over the country. They are not even angry about it. The Nigerian military are not even angry. They are not even angry about it. Instead, they continue to go about their businesses.
My brothers, I want to.
It is sad. My brother Chidi, you're welcome. Please go ahead and speak, Chidi. Let's hear from you.
Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Sorry for keeping you for too long.
Yeah, it's okay, no problem, my brother. God bless you, and God bless Simon Ekpa. God bless Maziland Kano.
You see?
And God bless Liberation Promise. And those people who are putting their lives on the line for our freedom. People may not understand what freedom is all about, but for those of us who live in diaspora, we understand what freedom is, and we enjoy freedom here. So sometimes when I look at our people, sometimes how those of us who also live here in diaspora, how they talk about our people. Like some days ago when I was watching Dr. Damezi's show, and I saw a Yoruba man in this show talking about Biafra. And I begin to ask myself, what gives him the right to come and talk about Biafra in our show? This is our country. This is who we are.
I wonder.
And If he loves one Nigeria, he can stay with the Fulanis. We don't care about that.
Simple.
So I was so angry that Yoruba man came in Biafra's show. He doesn't have any right to be in Biafra's show. And I was like, next time our PM will come online with Dr. Jamidis, I hope to be there, and I will want that any Yoruba man should leave, please. Because this is our show. We are fighting for survival. That's what we are fighting for. We are fighting for survival. Because in Nigeria, they have suffocated us. They don't want us to be alive. They don't want us to live. We are fighting for survival. You know, when I see my people sometimes, I lived in the North. I grew up in the North. So people don't really know exactly what's happening. When you don't live in the North, when you have not lived in the North, you will not know what's happening.
I agree with you,
please,
my friend.
I want to plead our people. When I see some people, I know that Anson and the Kanu told us that they will buy some of us. So I am not surprised when I see those who are sabos. I'm not surprised. I already know that we'll have them. But one thing we must focus on the core. Our target. I can tell you that when I had a dream, and I saw the trees come alive. In that dream, I was walking close to a water, and I saw a big tree, and this tree come alive. And I said, this is Biafra tree. Oh. This tree has come alive finally. And the tree was bringing out leaves. I saw Biafra tree come alive. I was the last person to join this Biafra struggle. But I can tell you that my biggest wish today is for us to have Biafra, because I am tired of Nigeria, honestly. This Nigeria is making me angry. Anytime I think about it, I'm so angry. A country without no laws, nothing goes well.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. That is the sincere truth.
If not for the sake of my parents, my mom, my siblings, I will not go back to that country. Is it Nigeria? I'm not a Nigerian, and I will never be a Nigerian. Nigeria is a disgrace. It's not even a country, it's a contraction. And I want to use here, I have so many Yoruba friends. Please, I want to beg you all, please stay away from this Biafra matter, please. If you want to, I love my Yoruba friends, I respect them, they are great people. Well, I want to beg them sincerely, please. You see this Biafra matter, whether you're social media or whatever, stay away from it. Allow us to do what we want. Allow us to achieve our aim. You have your duty where you can focus there. So I hope that this message will get to all Yoruba people out there. I am begging them. I have them, many of them are my friends. But for this one, I bet they should respect us. They should stay away from it. They should focus on Oduduwa. If they want to comment, they should comment about Oduduwa. That's their state. That's their country. We are Biafrans. I don't see a Yoruba coming to tell us, oh, where is the boundary of Biafra? What right do you have to add that boundary? We know who we are. We know our boundary. So I was so angry that day, and I was like, why is one of our sisters, she was there, she was even trying to explain to him. I was like, this man doesn't deserve any explanation because he's not part of us. He doesn't know anything about us. We are the one who wears the shoes, and we are the ones suffering. We know what we are going through. Go to our place, it looks like, I don't know how to describe it. Whether it's a war zone or desert, I don't even know how to describe it. So you want to travel abroad, you first fly to Lagos. So if you don't have money to go to Lagos or to go to embassy in Abuja, you will not go abroad. You must have money to go to embassy in Abuja first to have your interview. Or you go to Lagos to have your interview. So if you don't have money to go to Abuja or Lagos to have your interview, that means you're not going abroad.
You're not going.
So you can imagine what we are going through as individuals. And it takes God's grace for someone to really understand. And most of our people, I don't know why they are so selfish, but one thing I want to know, I want to tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, I give you 5 boosts. I respect you guys, and I believe in you guys, and I'm praying for every one of you. And God will protect you, will keep you, will guide you, will preserve you. That will happen to you. Instead of anything will happen to you, both let the world end. Let us die all.
Absolutely.
Nothing will happen to you guys. because you guys are giving a lot. So I'm so proud to be a Biafran, I can tell you. And I grew up in the north. I was the last person to join Biafra before I was one Nigeria. That was during the time of was Rike. My uncle was following. Was I was like, what nonsense are you guys doing? But when I left north and I traveled abroad, I saw our people everywhere trying to survive. You know, I begin to think, why is our people everywhere trying to survive? And I now, when I made my research, I now understand we are like people in a country whereby we live in a country that we are not even recognized, we are not needed, we are forced to be in this marriage.
That's the truth.
And because of this, we face a lot of constraint from everything. So I want to commend every Biafran abroad, and I want to thank you all for your effort. I just want us to believe, I know that our freedom is here. Nigeria has lost it. I am telling you. The tree of Biafra has come alive. I want you to pass this message that I saw it. I'm not a social media person that comes and talk. No. But I can tell you, I saw the tree, that Iroko, mighty tree of Biafra, come alive. I saw it in my dreams. I saw it. And I say the tree of Biafra has come alive. So I pray and believe that God will give us our freedom and we will serve Elohim, because that's who we are, that's who we know. And every Biafran, wherever you are around the world, I pray that God will protect you and preserve you. This is the 11th hour of our freedom. We must be focused. And whatever Simon Ekpa is, he should know that the spirit of all Biafrans are guiding him. And the spirit of those who have died for the quest for our freedom are protecting him. Yes. Mazin Nandikan was just a kind of lesson. I'm not sure that, listen, to get a freedom, you need to be very careful. And I can tell you, Nigeria will not touch Mazin Nandikan. So for those of you who are afraid, oh, Nigeria will kill Mazin, nobody will touch him.
They wouldn't.
We are everywhere in Nigeria. If you touch Mazin, if you touch him, we'll crash the country. We are everywhere. We are everywhere in Nigeria. If Nigeria touch Mazin Nandikan, we will crash the country.
They know that.
So my people, God bless you. I'm very happy to come on this show. And I pray that our freedom is just at hand. In few days or few weeks or few months, we'll be shouting, Biafra, here will come. And I can't wait to be there. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Prime Minister. Thank you, Mazin Nandikan. Thank you, our British armies, our navies, and all the Biafra forces protecting our homeland. I'm praying for that God will continue to protect you, every one of you. And those Sabo, continue your Sabo. We know you. So continue. Yes. If you're not with us, you're against us, no problem. If nobody's against you, the mistakes are wrong. So if you're against us, no problem. But one thing I believe, this freedom has come to stay, and we will have our freedom. Yes. God bless every one of you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Chidi. You have spoken very well. You have just nailed it, and your speech is quite in order. I tell people, if you are not a Biafran, you cannot know how the Biafran people feel. If you are not a Biafran, you have no right to explain to us or tell us what is going on. Until you are a Biafran, you can now feel the pain. You will know what it takes to be a Biafran. Being a Biafran is not just by mouth. That is when you see some of our Yoruba brothers talk about issue of Biafra, I don't blame them. They don't know what it takes to be a Biafran. But if you are a Biafran, you will see the pain and you will know the feeling, you will know the deep feeling, what it takes to be a Biafran. Then when you are speaking with it with passion, or when somebody is telling you about the Biafra, you understand. When I talk about Biafra, my brother here must well can understand the pain. The way I'm talking about it, he will be feeling the pain in his body. When my sister Mary speak about Biafra, every Biafra will be seeing you. You will see yourself. You put yourself in the picture, and you will see your own self vibrating. It is not the same with somebody who is not a Biafra. You have no right to advise us or tell us, oh, take it easier. Please keep your advice. If you want to be a one Nigerian, I have said it. We don't have a problem with you having your caliphate. We don't have a problem with you being one Nigerian. The only thing we have a problem with is you dabbling into our own affair to tell us that we must remain in Nigeria. For you to be a stumbling block, that is where you will get it all wrong. And I bet you we are going to hit you so hard. This is not the time for us to be excusing and explain. We don't explain anymore. We no longer explain to anybody. We are taking our freedom by force. My beloved sister Mary, thank you so much for joining. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, brother.
Sister, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Good morning, Biafra. Sorry for my voice.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, our leader. Good morning, Masi Nnamdi Kalu, our leader. Good morning, the dragon, the Brgie, Masi Simon Ekpa, the dragon in the house, Itiare Kondo, Abe Sekom. Good morning. We love you.
Yes.
God love you more. Biafrans, good morning. Very, very important. I come in here because these few days I know I've been trying to come in, but it did not work out. But we are here. Biafra, thank you very, very much. Believe me, thank you. From Monday, we are in very, 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 very serious matter of Biafra, your land, your nation. What you are, that is what you are fighting to be. Thank you, Biafra. We are in the mode of lockdown. Sit at home. Sit at home, my people, because it's your right. You have right. You have right for yourself in your own nation, in your house. You have right to say, oh, today I want to eat gari. Oh, tomorrow I don't want to eat gari. I want to eat okra soup. Oh, next tomorrow, okay, I don't change my mind. I want to eat owere. I want to eat ofe manu. I want to eat whatever. Give me the idea, can it come? Give me the afang. Many right. Dinam choose me. If I want to mokeke, abionwen. For another different country, I mean, where you don't even know about it, to come and tell you who you are, to come and tell you how you to lie in your bed, to tell you how you to arrange your house, is not, none happen in this world. Never. That is why you see Israel continue to say, this is mine, this is me, this is my property, this is my land, this is my nation. Only the right why you want to forfeit, because they have good heart to know, to tell the whole nation, as the white people, as the heart is clean, just like Biafra. This is how humanity is supposed to live. But they don't want that. You will ask yourself, why? You will ask yourself, why Biafrans, Biafran nation, or Biafran woman, Biafran man, Biafran child, he doesn't have say in his own land? Someone else. The most painful part is that the people, they call themselves Nigerian government agent of governors. The people supposed to tell you, oh, the other people is coming out from somewhere to come and destroy your life. Please, my people, how are we going to cover ourselves? Instead of that, these people is ready to collect money from them, from, stranger, not even a stranger, a blood lickers. People we think you don't have right to live. That is the kind of people, demanding people. I'm talking about demanding, I'm talking about people who don't want to mix themselves with modern life, and they never be. So your own governors, them will go and make friends, not even friends, accept them as brothers to come and kill you, collect money from them, send their children to Europe, where they are still fighting, but they know why they are fighting, because they don't want those criminals, those terrorists, those people who don't like life to come in their country. And where they return them back to Africa. Your land, my land, where they say we are nothing, we don't know ourselves. They return them, but they accept their children so that they will destroy you. Who does that? Sit down and think. For one day, make your sense out of your senses. Many one for Kerempo. Many one for Kerempo. Example. Make like Pabio. What do you know, Pabio? Just look at around you, look at around your villages, look at about where you call city. Just look around and ask yourself, where are these people children? Where are their wives? Because they swear to make their, they will tell their children, whatever I'm doing it for you. Forget now politics. I don't send you out. After all, the rest people do it. Why me? I will not do it. Because they don't have your interest at all. They don't call a country or a nation. No, it never be. It's never be a nation. It's a name. It's never be a land. It's just a name. That name is very, very dangerous name. That name mean just to use Biafran blood. And I mean, Biafra. And I'm Nigeria, I don't want. Say plan more, even Britain, say governor more, even I'm telling you the truth. Biafra very important for them, just like Israelis. They want to kill them because their blood, they don't want to touch other people because their blood is so important. I'm telling you. So you, Biafrans, don't look, just make a sample in the north. They don't talk. They don't even, we are crying, say we don't want this kind of thing because they've been dealing with us. From the north, from time of beginning, they've been destroying these people. Before they take over houses, you think it's just mouth say? They destroy their life. They take their life out of this world. That is why you see they can do that. Before they go collect Yoruba, they don't still say it. Sometimes you see the kind of thing they're showing us. So these people are very, 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 very demanding animals, wild animals, demonic people. Think twice, my people. Biafra, thank you. By you sitting at home, don't listen any propaganda. Sit at home, lock everywhere, because you've been selling it for many, many years. Even our mother, our father, our brothers lost their life because of this call name of Nigeria, Sioux government, Britain Empire of Arab. Please, my people, thank you very much. I know you will continue doing what your government means. Biafran government give it to you to use it set for your life. It's not that you want to go and fight them. They don't send you. Our Itare Kondo Bisekong is just, what means Abisekong? The first commander, David, Abisekong, I want to get all that is your face. Make me fake die. I'm the one who late. Let me see how them will take you, just like the God Almighty, the Spirit, send us to this world. And He sent us not to be weak, because we know in us there is evil and there is good. So you must fight so that those bad energy no come too close to you, so that you will know what to do. You understand? So I basically come. It just kondo boki mo mi ba kisoki mo ye the finish mo ye kwenge mo ye nam. In short, if you be destroy your motive, the last in short, next they never be next war to them. I'm telling you, because you don't know. I know you know, but you must open your eye where your senses. You must go there and think from what these people been doing to us. So Biafran, please, anything Ebowona and Arado, stay there, because we want to collect it. There is no going back to December. It's just few days. And we are going there to celebrate, to enjoy what we've been crying for, to restore and to declare and to stand with it. That is what we are going there to do, and show the whole world. And I'm so happy. I say, Finland, wherever, from your first children to your grandchildren to your nation coming, you will continue to be blessed and you will continue to be peaceful. Anybody coming to around your nation to cause problem, God Almighty, God of Biafra will fight for you before you fight them. And so shall He be. He said, do you to open your heart, open your hand, accept our son, And you know that, yes, he's coming here to save humanity of Biafrans, and you welcome him. We are so happy, even God Almighty happy, because God knows why. But we had our own small appreciation. So Biafra, open your eye and think well. If Finland can accept your brother, who be you? Who be you? Who are you to say you will stand in our way? To see Nigerian sue government, empire of Britain, they don't kidnap our leader, to see how these people use Africa. Why they did not kidnap our leader in Britain land? Because they look you as a monkey. Let's see, you will see they will collect money now. They just go there so that the bad name will not come to us. They give you money. Britain can pump for you. You are safe. It doesn't matter which land, which nation you are. You sold your own stuff to because of your own money, what is coming out to your own life, what God Almighty grant you. And you turn back. They use a strange people. Turn back and collect those things because you are greedy. That is why they said you people are so stupid. That is why they call you monkeys, black monkeys. Because they just give you with left and give you with right and take left, correct them. And give you with left and take right, correct them. And you will stay there and you'll be proud. Who does that? Who does that? That is why Biafra said, enough is enough. Our weapon of sitting down, even we in Europe here, we cry, said, please, finance, give your money, bring your money, come, finance, because it's important. Freedom is not by mouth. It's a very, very expensive business. Expensive thing you can never think of. That is why they said they don't give. You collect it because you have to fight for it. If you want to be a boy, that is why you go and beg. Anything they did to you, just like Fulani using Akpabio, Godwin Akpabio, give them all very soon, who knows? Whether and do quick, now go forward because in on they come. All of them, they are scared because they are there speaking nonsense in Ifeanyi dead man. We'll go to meet heaven. Then because they know their own time is very close. They said we should enjoy because all of us will. Even if Ifeanyi is sitting with them in the table. If people make that kind of comment in the public, what do you think? What do you reason about that word? They know where they are. They know where you find your body. It's among them because they are governed. They eat with them. And their own day is coming very soon. The dead ground of Nigerian government is open. All of them must surely go in. Yes, if you stand in our way, because we are not joking. So, my people, please sit at home. Finance. Make sure you bring your money. IOU loan. We must fight Nigerian government toes to toes, nose to nose, eye to eye, ball. Face me, I face you. Now, all of us, whatever things you know, you must do it. Oh, we know you must do it. We don't have time. Call the spirit of Biafrans, good one, even the bad one. Make it enter all of them. It's still fighting. In spiritual war, wake them up because they fight for it. Wake our people up so that they will go there and then it will enter different, even enter Nigeria to Nigeria because that is what we are now. Our battle is, they don't know. So what you have to do it. Call them, call the angel of heaven, call the dead, call everything to enter anybody want to stand our way. Because that confusion, we need it. You need it more than anything. If they say they know one thing, they don't even know Biafra, half of inch. We are so many, my people. We mix with different kind of color. We are so many. Don't stand in Biafra way. I come back, please, my people, I will finish. All the court young boys you see in Nigerian government, they pay them. They forget, these young souls, they forget when your hand touch blood, when your hand stained with blood, you are condemned because there is no way you can change it. There is no any castration, there is no anything you can do it. Nigerian Sioux government is using you people because they want to keep you people so desperate. This kind of God, they will call you, how they kill different kind of, why the government? No, they go and arrest them. Can't you ask yourself questions? Why the Fulani? Why the government? Why the agent of Britain don't say that kind of thing cannot happen in Europe here, no matter who you are? Then they will see, they will be taking people, young ones, they will say, ask you rubbish and take the name, the life out of someone's life. Where do you think that is why you see Nigeria before they turn to 20-something, 30, 40, they become very, very, very useless. Very, very, very useless. They cannot touch anything in life to become something because their hand is stained with blood. It's stained with blood because you can't give. What you cannot give, please, the young children, don't do it. Nigerian is not doing good thing for you. You can't escape it. If you think you're fighting, you are fighting what you cannot see. Don't let Nigerian Sioux government you think is power. The people say, oh, this they have got this. Can't you ask yourself that the politician paying these young ones to go and take their other innocent blood just to cause confusion everywhere for the young soul? Why can't you ask for God, to the spirit, to the nature, to put confusion into them? If your pastor cannot tell you the truth, they are finishing you. Biafra is only your savior. You must happy for it. You must happy. Because without Biafra, you are nobody. Wild animal in the bush even better pass you. Yes, that is why the Sioux government think, Empire of Arab think they can use you. But we tell them, you see this time, just few days remain. Your end, as our leader talk, itiare kondo. As if abemise kongota, you know, abon to miki moemido the end. Yemido the end of all of them from head to Z. We don't remove it. So don't listen to propaganda. Time of work is not time of sit down and make a propos, running your mouth here and here. No, after work, you can sit down and discuss. Run your mouth as you want, you know, play as you want. Because when you are working, you have time of break. That time of break, that is the time you can sit down and take a cup of tea or bread or coffee, you know, whatever you want. And they don't give you more than maybe 15 minutes. That is the serious things. You have to go back. It's not allowed. That is how you to see Biafra. Biafra said, time is not taking. You don't need that coffee. You don't even need it. Because when you finish it, you will sit down and drink the coffee, go enter your belly, relax. That is how we see it. So you have to see it the same way. Bring your money. Don't look propaganda of Sioux government ending. Propaganda must become. But I'm telling this young soul, these young children, remember, you cannot escape from blood. No matter, that blood remain for your generation to come in, because you will forget. And you leave the punishment to your own children and your grandchildren. Back off, my people. Back off. Just don't do it, because it's very dangerous. Now, sickness you cannot cure. If nobody tell you, I will tell you. Blood have no mercy. There is no mercy. When you reach the time to confess of if your pastor will tell you, when you confess, finish, go to the long sleep. Because it's very dangerous. Dangerous. That is why Biafra is here. To let you guys know what is the meaning of nature. Because you yourself, you are nature, where God Almighty send you to this earth. Please.
Thank you so much, my sister.
My people. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you to giving me the chance, brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister Mary. You have spoken as always, and your message is clear. We appreciate you for that wonderful message. And the Biafrans are listening as we prepare. We have only 9 days more to go. And this 9 days is going to be the toughest 9 days we have ever seen. We must remain consistent. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, do not get distracted. Be focused, because our freedom is here already. Before we continue on this message, let us see some important information and some important jingles on the program ahead and what we expect. Some information that will keep us strong until we get to the D-Day. Let's watch this.
Founder of the Boko Haram, who is the current vice president of Nigeria, meeting with my president, which I know very well personally, Alexander Stubb. One thing everybody should know is that we are a country of rule of law. The president of Finland is not there at the United Nations to discuss Simon Ekpa, so he will not give that attention to them. That's number one. And because Nigeria is a very stupid country, ruled by foolish people, ruled by criminals, they don't know what is called rule of law. They don't understand where their boundary ends as leaders, as they address themselves. So they may go there and with the motive of telling President Stubb that, oh, what are you going to do to that Simon Ekpa? You know? So, of course, Stubb will never ever respond and answer them. That is, just take it from me. So what they did was to come and say they are soliciting for Finland support. Is it Finland that is the only country that came to the United Nations that they have singled out Finland to give Finland support? You know, I look at them and I laugh. What about their godfather, United Kingdom? What about the other countries? What about the other brothers that are fighting against Israel? They have not approached them. The man is going to France every second week, and he's very good with the French president. Why did they not mention France? Why on all the countries in this world, these criminals and terrorists did not see any country worthy? They are telling you, they just want to use it to do media propaganda in Nigeria, nothing else. You know, they will say, let us go there and take pictures with Stubb, and then we use it to do propaganda so that they will know whether Simon Ekpa will run away. I live here for many years. I have known Stubb for many, many years. You know, so it's not about even knowing Stubb, Mr. President, but it's about following the rule of law. I have not done anything wrong. What I'm doing is right, and I will stand my ground anywhere, any day to defend whatever I'm doing today for the freedom of my people. My fellow Biafrans in Australia and beyond, we met with the most senior members of the United States Congress. We met with the most senior members of the US government, including the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mike Johnson, the third highest official of the US government, the chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Michael McCall, and a plethora of members of Congress. These members are now well educated about Biafra. It has never happened in the history of Biafra and Nigeria. We are closely working after being briefed, after educating these people, decision makers. We are now closely working with them to form a new Biafra policy for the US government.
Biafra, BFR, Raffle Jingo, my people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpa Njoku, na him they carry us enter Biafra. He they play the show, no be lie. The good guy, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government, in exile, went there for Obodo Yibo, Finland. With him government, na him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up. He go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you and your picking them. I dey tell you, he can still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing they happen 2024. I make I shock you. The money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down. Look, na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra, where you they cry for sins. You go also win too, no play.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, my fellow Biafrans. I appreciate every one of you that have been patient with us up to this minute. I thank everyone who has participated on today's program and been with us. I know it is not easy. This is a very tempting time, a very challenging time for all Biafrans. It's a very big challenging time. And if you are still standing strong, I appreciate you. But this is to test our mental toughness. This is a time that we need to be tested. This is a time to show that truly, truly you are a Biafran. It is not just by mouth, in actions. That is the time that we're in. And I bet you, wherever you are as a genuine Biafran, do not get distracted. Focus on the restoration of independence state of Biafra. The declaration of the restoration of independence state of Biafra will happen on the 2nd of December. No human being is going to stop it except Njoku, who liveth in heaven. But as for human beings, they can try, they can distract us, they can do all things. But I bet you, they will not stop the will of Njoku. He owns the project. All we are just messengers. We are just instruments in his hand to fulfill his own mission. And I believe by the special grace of Njoku, we're going to sing a joyful song in our own land, no more in a strange land. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, we are coming to the end of the program, and I will allow my fellow panelists on the program to give us their closing remark while we close the program. We have spent almost 2 hours, 30 minutes on this very program. Now we're going to round it up. My beloved brother Max, go ahead and give us your closing remark. In your closing remark, give a word of advice to Biafran people, more especially on the situation at hand. I know many Biafrans are worried, many are troubled, many are asking questions. Speak to Biafran people, my beloved brother Maxwell. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Master Chiefs, and glory be to God. We have come to the end of this session without any hiccup.
Yes.
May glory be to Njoku. I would like to, because the concern of the Biafran people from hinterland and the riverine areas worries me, and I would like to pass this information to them. If you are living in Ukraine as a Biafran, please find a different country that is not Ukraine and settle there and go away from that area right now, because the authorization of the use of long-range missiles by Ukraine is causing a lot of problem right now. As I'm talking to you now, Russia has deployed and has used intercontinental ballistic missiles on Ukraine as we speak. In fact, because of this, you know the devastating effect of intercontinental ballistic missile is huge.
Yes.
It's a semi-atomic bomb. It's huge. It's very, very huge. So I would like to tell our people that still live within the Ukraine to please live there, because there is going to be, what I'm looking at now is going to be an escalation. And Russia, I do not know, instead of them to lose, they are going to deploy their nuclear weapon. So if you are within those areas, their place, as a matter of fact, for now, find a different country and remain there until there is, we begin to witness some sort of de-escalation of the, because Russia will not allow Ukraine to use shadow storm missiles made by UK against them. They will not do that. They will not do that.
But Maxwell, don't you think that this is an intentional act to escalate the war because of the coming of Donald Trump? They want to keep him busy.
Yes.
They want to,
Yes.
no, you think that it's going to end the war. They want to destroy something.
I had this discussion yesterday with one of my friends in the US as well.
Yeah.
I was asking him, why is a supporter of Trump too? We are friends on Space and Facebook. I asked him, why is it that the authorization, these long-range missiles were sold, I think about 3 to 4 months ago.
Biden is aware. This is an intentional act.
Yes. It was sold 3 or 4 months ago or thereabout. Why is it now, at the end of his handing over,
exactly,
he is now authorizing the use
of it.
So what he wants to, one way or the other, drag Trump that wants to de-escalate the war. Because if you listen to Trump's, pressers and so on and so forth, he has been talking about reducing, withdrawing, reducing, withdrawing, that you cannot go and contract war or cause war, and you want US, who is the highest contributor in NATO, to fund the war with the American taxpayers' money. It's absurd.
Very unreasonable.
It's absurd, very unreasonable, sir. So they have authorized, and as I'm talking to you now, Ukraine has deployed and fired Storm Shadow missiles UK made. And these are long-range missiles that can hit any part of Russia. Russia, according to them, has downed some of them. They've destroyed some of them. And Russia has also deployed their own and fired, I think last night, fired their own intercontinental ballistic missiles. Wow. This is very serious problem. It's a very serious problem. And if this thing continues, Russia will not sit down. Russia is going to deploy their nuclear warhead, and that is where it is going to be. If Ukraine will allow this globalist to use them to get at Russia. Yes, sir.
Brahmas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question, because this thing you are saying is making sense. But do you know that if Ukraine lose this war against Russia, the Ukrainians are going to blame Zelensky? Do you know that?
You see, the politics of this world is something that you cannot understand. When I look at this war that is going on now, I remember the Cold War. I remember Osama bin Laden. I remember the war between Iran and Iraq. Who were the perpetrators and the supporters of this war?
Yeah.
And if you know where I'm going to. So this is exactly, in order to get at Russia by these globalists joined together, they want to look for the smallest, an ally, to use that ally as some kind of decoy to get to the object. The reason is known. Push this little man to go and engage this big man. The big man will waste a lot of resources fighting the small man. And at the end of it all, they will lose a lot. Then the supporters of those that are pushing this small boy now, will not come and take over what is going on. That's exactly what they are doing. You understand with this analogy, you will understand what I'm talking about. I don't want to mention countries' name, but that is exactly what they are doing. They want to get at Russia using this small man by supporting, equipping, giving out so much money, billions that's supposed to use to solve climate problems, to solve the pollution in the world. They are using it to finance war because of an interest just to get at one person. And that one person is, I don't know the kind of nukes they have, Russia is a very strong nation. You cannot toil with Russia. And Russia, the reason why Russia was involved in Biafra Nigerian war was because of the same UK, because they attracted them.
Yeah.
They attracted them. If not, they wouldn't have come. Go and tell me any country in Africa that was rude.
It was UK that contracted their flight officers. Oh, it was
exactly. You see, the same UK that is keeping Nigeria today together. We must not allow it to fall. We must not allow it to break. But that same entity is encouraging encouraging evil and atrocities, but you keep quiet simply because your oil and gas is flowing from that end. It will stop. So this is exactly what is going on. So I'm using this opportunity to tell our Biafran people, men and women, if you are within this place, please. Yesterday, America shut down their embassy. That is to tell you that something is about to happen. They shut down their embassy in Kiev. Something is about to happen. So do not be caught up with this fight. It is not our fight. We are peaceful people. The only thing we are fighting for is the independence, self-recognition, and the world recognition of the Biafran people. So if you are there, please take charge, take note of this. And for our people in my homeland, where my mother comes from, I say, please stay safe. We are praying for every one of you. And we pray that by the grace of God, our freedom is assured. Thank you so much, Mazi Chooks. May Chukwokikabiama never allow any of the things that you are going to lay your hands on or what you are sitting on today to spoil for this time that you have devoted to fight for Biafra. I love you all. Those in the comment section, please, I cannot see you all. You have my love, you have my concern. May God continue to protect and keep us safe until Biafra comes. My warriors in my mother's ancestral land, may God make you invincible in the eyes of the enemy. May you, even if it is catapult that you are using, may the Spirit of God weaponize it in such a way that it will become more deadlier than intercontinental ballistic missiles. Thank you so much, and may God bless all of you. I hear here.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you. May Chukwokikabiama guide you, protect you and your family, and bless you richly. Thank you so much. Please go ahead and give us a closing remark as we close.
My Biafran people, I thank you for hearing this program today, and I know that we all have learned. And what I want to say, please, we should be careful how we move around in Biafra land, because it's very, very, very dangerous right now. Because the zoo are using their terrorists to terrorize our nation, which is Biafra land, trying to kill our youth. Please, and tagging it to the Biafra Liberation Army, because whenever they do something wrong, killing people, because I hear they kill innocent people in Central, in Enugu, I don't know what they call it, Newi. So those people are not Biafra Liberation Army that did that. That was the zoo terrorists that did that in Central. So I want to tell you, people should be careful. We have 10 days, I think 11 days or 10 days, we will get our freedom. And we have achieved it on the 2nd of December, which is this next month coming. So I want you to stay safe and be careful and still wait until the 2nd of December. You will see the total freedom we achieve. Thank you very much. May Chukwokikabiama strengthen us and keep us alive to witness the coming of Biafra on 2nd of December. He said.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for being part of the program. And before we go, finally, I have to play the jingles again. Let us go back to the jingles, because the restoration of independence of Biafra and our convention is going to hold. No man is going to stop it. Our convention must go on.
Oshekure, onana otare e Biafra. Ipo urobo avisoko takewe.
Urobo me avovo we javani yanine ukule onigede. O miragwa Simon Ekpa Njoku Biafra le amleta na mane vie kede tane ki devil la mane ko jola mane na Biafra o wono di olonile enere ombiko kilo miragwa Simon Ekpa owo tane o yikari ha vo urabani o yo miragwa amleta na oswe Biafra o ekotori noko ehana lakaburina ehana obi filandi o yakada he ehana wele ede ujegbirini le mena upovo ridwe edera eme ave kuive hanana obodigo idonole oyibo ametane anye aka metana wokipo le ike vikpalbo ove hana ukolo esosolo ke me soso vere hana aka ke John oyibo le oyibo sene $10,000 then ukolo ve aka ke $5,000 ukolera aka ke $2,000 hali Biafra na ubodele haramleta na eko kokigo kone Biafra na waivu viana na sawo mrigo wobe Biafra eko tolole ramleta na oka nera bani pona jobi o ma be ravani so bitu wan je kweta na we jabali kubo kugbe urubo na bena awamleta na Biafra esewo mu urubo ovovo wado
Isoko wado mana wado wade hajo roto no betero mavia evenube na 2024 eva ede udegbo izi eva amara begbovo bifiho edesa eva amara begbive ehanana oyo odibo no no vizi ro rufo maro somai baho emi Biafra na mabetemerie na re manigbo in Nigeria na ona oro maroviano na wako magbe re majeve hana owo ezaro no obetero mavia eva ezaro na owo no barobo ateko igo ere iyibo na se dollar na woteku magbe ehana na otiwo makowe worede uvenana ori uvenana re woko magbe re advertiser ezaro na ovetegwo agogo somai ovetegwo uzuazo somai keme matewu fomamino matigbe brenu matigbe viovio jaha ere atane mevo wa ko magbe wade ijo isoko wado. Every day we dey pray God to go kick up Biafra. Say make we win, oh. Today you win. We know. You win. We know. For Biafra. We know. Raffle draw. We know. In Finland. We know. In Eza.
Biafra will come. You either allow us to go in peace or you are going to remain pieces and Biafra will still go. I come that Nigeria will end. I come that there will end the Usman Danfodio legacy. That legacy that every time they will be talking about Usman Danfodio, you will think that Usman Danfodio manufactured the aeroplane. You would think that Usman Danfodio manufactured a car or he invented one Ihela machine or something like that. No. Usman Danfodio have a legacy for killing northern Nigeria, for killing Hausas, conquering them and turn them into what you see today, Hausa Fulani. That is the legacy that Usman Danfodio brought to northern Nigeria. And today, they have Usman Danfodio University. That is what they continue that particular legacy. That is the reason why the Fulanis are killing innocent Christians in the northern Nigeria and the middle belt. It is to continue the Usman Danfodio legacy. And I am here to end it. I will end it. The end of Usman Danfodio legacy will start from this year. I am telling you, go and mark it. It will start from December 2nd. Once we exit Nigeria, that legacy is gone, completely gone, because they will not have any other place to conquer. Is it us that you are going to cross our border to come and start saying you want to conquer Biafra? We did not conquer us when we were in Nigeria. It's not going to be possible. After this particular December 2nd, nobody will fight for Biafra again. Biafra will be free. And we are going to hand over freedom to our children. And our unborn generation will enjoy what we have fought and what we are doing today. Do not shake. Do not panic. December 2nd, Biafra freedom will be handed over to us, both in the spirit and in physical.
Thank you so much, my fellow Biafrans that have been with me from the beginning of the program up to this time. We have brought the program to an end. I say, may Njoku Okikabiama continue to guide and protect every one of you that have been part of this program. If you have not shared this program, please share. If you have not liked, click like. When you like, you are inviting somebody. When you share, you are being part of the evangelism. It is very important. Share and like so that others will get this information. This time we must carry everybody along and we must be strong together. We must be strong together. Don't listen to any propaganda or blackmail. Be focused on the restoration of Biafra. Come 9 days to go. In these remaining 9 days, it is going to be massive. Temptation is going to come. Obstacles are going to come. Lies, hindrances, and propaganda will come. Do not pay attention. Focus. And may Njoku Okikabiama continue to guide and protect you. May Njoku Okikabiama guide and protect our liberation army, the resistance fighters, the Black Marine, all the strike force. I pray that Njoku Okikabiama will guide and protect everyone that is fighting for us on the ground. May Njoku Okikabiama guide and protect the facto government in the whole land. May Njoku Okikabiama guide and protect every member of the media and all our speakers that comes online to speak at various intervals. May Njoku Okikabiama guide and protect them. May Njoku Okikabiama guide and protect every member of the cabinet of Biafra. May Njoku Okikabiama give them wisdom, knowledge, understanding, strength to continue to forge ahead until we exit the zoo. We pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. Wherever he is, we pray that Njoku Okikabiama will continue to guide him, protect him, secure him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Every trap they set for him, it will catch them. Every pit they dig for him, they will fall into it. Whatever strategy they are using to go against him, they will fail. Whatever plan they are making against him, they will fail. We pray for 2,000 men wisdom upon him. He shall be safe and secure. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. We pray for our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for good health, for strength, for revelations, for healing. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to remain strong until he joins us very soon. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No evil shall befall him. Every evil plan against him, every poison they have put into his body, we turn to become a nutrient. May Njoku Okikabiama protect him, save him, secure him, and bring him back to us very soon. We are going to celebrate him in his lifetime as a hero. No evil shall befall him. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of this program. See you again tomorrow, same time. Or if you can join me on Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, please do join me later in the day. I will be there to continue the message of Biafra. There is no retreat and there is no surrender. Thank you and stay safe. Airborne!
The best, the one I just show you, you will not see. Today. Yes. Yes.
Odu can send their son to you. Welcome.
Admin of Odumegu. On Neku Madokebo. Neku Madokebo, we prove good that now. Nisi Jagije. Where's the gate that now? Ebu Telumu, Nkeki Bobo. Biafra God Biafra ananso. Yes. Magaye malo. Ye chireke kerala Biafra. Yes.
On Trump melo chief of staff.
Asina dike mweze anaha kwa namba. The Dragon Master. Makaruna afune be mudia before. Yes. Yes. Yenga gunu ta. when I struggle, a change you go from this meeting. Because of this single display, I got a man to believe me in 2 months to come. Okay, mark my word. Agwamunu. Na Nigeria, it de in Hagede. Yes. Then the Alina Haggard sent in Finland. Someone else. Nkana warm up, name press up. Makaya game after December. Man, okay, you don't even okay. Makana. I Chowa EOG. The Biafra land will never allow the enemies of our people, our culture, our belief and way of life to live the next minute. The earlier they pack their bag and baggages and leave our land for the defense of our women and children, the better for them. Nigeria, na convention, but can generate a legal document? Yes. I get you where was wanine. Organize Biafra. Magana before, up to this today, is only awareness that now we are not wanted in Nigeria. Yes. It is only awareness that Nigeria was not created to favor every indigenous person within that Niger area. And so, it is for the best interest of everybody that we go our separate ways to develop ourselves in the best way possible. So we can value and recognize our culture, our differences, and develop our land ourselves and compete among nations. Where criminals and fraudsters will not be vying into positions with the money they stole from America. That is what we are fighting for. Yes. All of you remember those who promised to bring 25 Hilos cars to kill our people in Biafra land. They are all involved in the internet scam. Yeah. Those who was bragging how they will bring the Hilos from Abuja to stop us, they are all involved. The local government chairman that was arrested by the FBI on multi-million-dollar fraud, they are all together. They are the people bragging how they are going to bring Hilos to kill our people in Anambra. Today, where are they?